everyone. So I just recorded like all this entire freaking video, and then I realized that I didn't have my light on, so I knew that my face was gonna look really weird, and it's been a long day, guys. So today I want to talk about relationships, and I know that relationships are broken up into many different parts, so today the one thing that I want to focus on is a phrase, and it's a phrase that I constantly tell anyone that I know that comes to me with relationship trouble, and that is never stop dating. So the point of the phrase never stop dating is that when people are in a relationship for a longer amount of time, or when they are, you know, when you get super comfortable with a person and you've been together for however long and you kind of stop going out of your way. I don't know, for me, I always prefer when people would make plans, you know, and they actively want me to go out and hang out with them, or they want to take me out to dinner, or they're going to cook me dinner, or something deemed romantic or date-like. Now, I'm not sure if it's just me. I'm pretty sure it's not just me, because everyone that I've talked to has felt this way, but they don't know how to say it. Like, they don't want to say that they're not dating anymore, because obviously you're with this person and you feel like that is past the point of dating in your relationship, and you were just together. Whether you're boyfriend, girlfriend, 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 boyfriend, boyfriend, whether you're fiancés, whether you're married, it doesn't matter. At some point in the relationship, people stop dating. And that's, I feel like, where most people go wrong. Because if you're not actively pursuing the other person, or you're not actively making the other person feel like you are trying to involve them in your life, then they just kind of get tired. And they just don't feel like you care anymore, you know? So, a recent problem that I had, one of my friends came to me, and they were saying that their boyfriend was turning off his phone and going out with his friends, like going out and then turning off his phone, but not saying anything, not saying, hey, I'm gonna shut off my phone, I'll talk to you later. It was just shutting off the phone. And so when she needed a ride after work, because they were only having one running car, she was trying to call him and the phone wouldn't go through. It's like, okay, what the fuck? And then it kept happening, you know? And so as soon as she confronted him about it, he was like, I'm sorry, baby, I love you. No.
Okay.
That's a whole nother thing about what not to do in a fight. Like, seriously, that is like number one. But that's a whole nother segment on relationships. But for this one, it's like they've been together for years. They live together, but they're not married yet. And in her mind, he's not mature enough. And I feel like maybe she feels that way because he kind of stopped courting her. A lot of people now, we are all so absorbed into like social media, into texting. We always know what the other person's doing no matter what. It's like we know that they're going out with friends. We'll see pictures of it later, or we'll hear like, yeah, I was out with the boys later. But we don't actively tell people about like what happened unless we're dating. And then once you get to a certain point in the relationship, it's like, oh yeah, I was out with them. It's like, how was it? Oh, it was good. What'd you guys do? Oh, we just went down and had some drinks. It's like you have to keep asking questions just to hear what happened. When in reality, it should be like, oh my gosh, babe, I just went out and had drinks. I mean, I want to tell you all about it. I feel like we should be actively like going out and dating. Like, everyone looks at it as if you date in the first part of your relationship and that's it. Or you're dating someone and then they're your significant other. But it's all wrapped up in one. You should never stop dating. You should never stop trying to do a date night. Even if you're married and have kids, you can always find a babysitter. And you can always find a reason to do date night. Even if you do date night with the kids. I mean, just getting to know each other again. Because over time, people change. People's likes, people's dislikes. Suddenly, you know, they may be really into Russian nesting dolls, and they weren't before. But you wouldn't know that if you weren't trying to get to know them, even then, even 8 years into a relationship, if you're just assuming you know everything about this person, then you're wrong, because people change, things happen, you know, it's just never stop dating. And I know I keep saying this, and that's the whole point. Never stop dating. As soon as you stop dating, everyone becomes too comfortable in this little rut that you're in. And that's when people start feeling neglected. That's when people start feeling bored. That's when people start feeling like the other person doesn't care. And even if you do care, you're not showing it in the way that they want. And everyone wants to be wanted. So as soon as you're just in a relationship, even if you're living together and obviously doing couple things, unless you're going out and you're dating, it doesn't feel the same. When you're dating is when you actually actively say, hey, let's go to this amusement park. Or, hey, let's go out and grab lunch. Or let's go to dinner together. Like, let's go celebrate something. Or let's just go out and be fancy just because. Or let me cook you dinner. Let's stay in and cuddle on the couch. Now, if you always stay in and cuddle on the couch, but you don't really talk about it, you guys aren't like doing the whole little teenagers in love thing, I mean, I feel like that's just a part of your relationship missing. And if you're not into the touchy-feely lovey, you still love affectionate gestures. So just buying roses for the other person just because. And even if it's a girl to a guy, buy boys flowers. Boys love flowers, but we never do. Buy him something that he's been looking at, or, you know, if he's been really craving this certain fast food place, like bring it home and be like, hey babe, I brought food. And then guys to girls. The best thing, honestly, that I can think for a guy to do for a girl is to buy her pads or tampons or chocolate or something, one of her favorite foods that she loves to eat on her period. Buy her that. Or like text her if she says something and she's obviously on her period and she tells you that she's on her period and you know that's her time of the month. Just text her like, hey babe, need tampons, pads, or anything? I was gonna come over and cuddle with you. That right there, the way to a woman's heart. Okay, I'm just paving the way for you guys. Just showing you, guiding you up the steps, okay? That's what I mean by never stop dating. Guys with guys. Definitely buy your boyfriend flowers. Definitely buy him food. You know, definitely cook for him if you can. Don't try and burn the house down. Please. Do normal couple things. Girls with girls. Especially girls with girls. You know how girls feel when they're on their periods, you know? Just pamper them, love them, care for them. Okay? That's what I mean. Just never stop dating. All the little things you do at the beginning of a relationship, getting to know them, constantly asking about their day, asking how they are, how they're feeling, if they're okay, what they want to do this weekend. Never stop doing that. Even when you're engaged, even when you're married, no matter what point of your relationship, you could be 70 and you could be in rocking chairs and you could still say, hey babe, what's your favorite color? That body's a blessing, girl. I ain't trying to pressure her. Always get to know your partner. Never assume you know everything about them, because you don't. People change and new things happen every day. And never stop dating. If you want the key to a happy, healthy relationship and you don't know what it is, ask yourself when the last time you went out on a date was and you sat there and you talked. I know most people get uncomfortable just talking about themselves. So when you're in a relationship and you had just started dating someone and they're asking you about yourself, and you're like, oh, I don't know, or you give them a whole long list of things that people tell you all the time. Think about other things, like what you find interesting more than what people find out about you, what you see yourself doing. Talk about your goals, talk about your aspirations, talk about something you've always wanted to do. Talk about something that you found out the other day. Say you went to the farmer's market and you saw a bunch of canned goods and you want to can something. Boom! Another date idea. Or talk about how you saw the ad in a paper or on a magazine for a cooking class and you wanted to go take your cooking class. Boom! Yet another new thing about you. Never think that you're boring and never think that your partner is not going to want to know you. And if you feel like your partner is pulling away in some way, shape, or form, just start dating. Don't say, we're dating again. Just take time out of your day to figure out a way to make your significant other feel good about your relationship, about you, about themselves, about life. The whole point of being in a relationship is for nothing but good things, and to go through the ups, downs, highs, and lows with this person. When you're in a relationship, you should be in a relationship for the long run. Now, not every relationship is going to be your last, and that's for sure. But you should never treat it like it's a temporary fix for a permanent solution. So if you're going into a relationship and not being serious and the other person is very serious about you, that's not fair. And you would, if someone is not interested in you, then just back away from that relationship. But no matter where you are, at whatever point in your relationship, don't stop dating. Don't stop trying to get to know the other person in your life. Always talk about them. Ask them how they're doing. Figure out what's new in their life. Even if you're living together and you guys spend almost every minute together, there's always going to be something new. That was all that I had for you guys today. Thank you so much for sitting here with me and listening to me repetitively say never stop dating. I challenge you guys to count how many times I said it. How many times I said dating in this video today. And comment them below. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. You can share, you can comment, and if you really like my videos, then you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And then click on the little button next to it and click notify me every time I post a video. There's a few problems with YouTube now, and it's a whole lot of stuff. I'm not really sure. So if you really are interested in my videos, then go ahead and click that little notify me button just so that way you don't miss any other videos that I do. If you want to check out any of my other videos, go ahead and click on my channel and then you can check out any of them. I have a bunch of playlists. And I think that was really all that I had for you guys today. So I hope you are all doing well and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye! I'm losing sleep.